right, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. I'm so glad to be in front of you on this morning. It's a wonderful Friday morning. I hope that you all are doing well. I am not feeling 100% this morning. I hope and pray that my voice changes, but because of the weather being up and down here in the South and all the air conditioning, my throat is just like closing up. But I said I have to get on this morning because I want to give you something and I want to finish this thing for it today. So if I'm drinking water and I sound really yucky, pray for it, brother. Because I talk so much during the day and I talk so much here, so I had to drink my water, y'all. I think last night I drank 3 bottles of water in a row. All right. Well, I'm glad to be in front of you all on this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And this is your first time. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am a speaker. I am a soon-to-be author. I'm a board-certified Christian counselor with a personal coach, personal development coach for families. And what we're going to talk about on today, just for a few moments, we're going to finish the thing that I started with, obsession with your family. And the subtopic that I'm going to talk about today is listening and understanding your family. Again, the topic is listening and understanding your family. Because a lot of times we are not really understanding our family like we should. So that's what we're going to talk about for a few moments. And I need you guys to share this. If I can get 5 to 10 people that is watching this morning to share this, that's all I'm asking, just for you to share. 10 people to share this on your page. Somebody's going to get some help today. Somebody's going to get some clarity today. So what I want to talk about really quick here and start this off is many of us are not listening. We hear. God has given us the ability to hear, right? Hear what's going on, hear what our children are talking about, hear what our spouse is talking about, hear what our family in general is saying. But are we really taking heed? Are we really listening? Right? You can be a parent, you can hear your child say this and say that, but are you listening to what they're saying? What are you listening to what they're not saying? Because a lot of times we are not really listening and taking time to really take in what our family members are saying to us, what our teen or young adult is saying to us, because our obsession is not fully them all the time. Our such obsession is our jobs. Our obsession is our friends. Our obsession are our cars and how we make other money. And that's nothing wrong with that. I mean, as your man, you have to provide. I'll say that again. As a man, you have to provide. As a mother, especially if you're a single mother, you're going above and beyond to provide for your family, right? But you also have to be obsessed with what's going on in your household. When you're working those 2 or even those 3 jobs and doing your best to balance, we got to be obsessed with listening, not just hearing, but listening and understanding, right? Sometimes we only just listen to our own voice as parents. Sometimes we're missing out on the cry for help from your child, from your teen, from your young adult that are saying certain things. They might be asking you certain questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? I had a situation in school. What should I do? They're asking for help. Let's be honest. A lot of our teens with this new generation, they try to figure stuff out from social media and try to figure out on their own without having that direction. And they're coming to you. But if you're so standoffish and your obsession is in your mindset and your thoughts and everything, you're so engaged in other things, you can miss out on that opportunity to really hear what your child or your teen or your family in general is saying. We are not listening to the voices of our family. We're listening to the voices of other people that are not in our family line. that are not paying our bills. We're listening to these people, and it's great. It's okay to get information, right? To hear what they have to say, but is it going to benefit your family at that particular time? We got to start being able to listen and to understand. We got to take it more seriously. Do y'all agree? Because again, I have my opinion, you have yours, but what truth is just truth, because truth stands by itself. We don't listen to each other in our families like we should. We don't have an understanding, and if we do have an understanding, it's misconstrued. It's negative, right? It's all over the place. Our emotions can be all over the place. It can be chaotic in the home. It can be traumatizing to the teen and young adult if you're always arguing with your spouse and you never take the time to show them, hey, we're arguing about some things. I know it's rough right now. We're going to get through this. Sometimes you got to reassure them. And why am I saying this? Because they need to understand that you understand that they're hurting as well, as far as the family is going. Whatever issue that you're going through, whatever problem that you are going through, you got to go to them and really hear what they're saying. You have to really get to understand what they're putting out to you. Right? We got to take it more seriously. We got to be more engaged, and we got to listen, and stop talking all the time. Sometimes we talk so much and we miss these cues. We miss these moments of clarity. We miss these moments of clarity when it comes to our children, because we're not listening. We're going on what we want to talk about. We're going on what we want to do, and we are missing out on what they are saying to us, right? Sometimes you got to put the cell phone to the side. Sometimes you got to put the iPad and everything to the side, and everything media, and pay more attention. Especially, and I'm going to say this, one of the things I want to bring up is the living room. I don't care if it's small, medium size, or big. The living room should be a place of comfort. The living room should be a place where you share ideas, you share memories, you play games, you watch a television show or a movie, you eat the popcorn, or you have dinner together. The living room is a sacred space, and I think I'm going to, excuse me, set aside some time to talk about that. I really think I am the living room. Why is the living room so significant? So I don't want to get into that. But again, are you paying attention? Excuse me. Are you paying attention? Do you understand your son? Do you understand your daughter? Do you understand your spouse? If you took more time to understand and to listen, do you feel things would change in your household? And the answer is yes. Things will start to change. Things will start to shift if we start to listen to one another. And not just listen, but to understand what that person is saying and not assume. Our assumptions can break our families apart when we don't get clarity. When we make all of these assumptions that our children are saying something, our spouse is saying something, you said it this way. Sometimes a lot of it is coming from heartache, coming from pain. And if you misconstrue and you have your own assumptions, you're going to miss out on that opportunity to get and draw closer to your child, because your assumptions are all off. Your assumptions are way off. And because they're way off, because you're not listening. How many times did your child tell you, Mom, I just need you to listen. Dad, I just need you to listen. But you're only hearing what they're saying because you're not comprehending what is being said. So let me encourage you as I close. We really need to take more time to listen to one another. We got to take more time to listen and understand one another, because that's how we grow together. Excuse me. This is how we grow together. And I want to encourage you, there is someone out there this morning that is watching me every single morning. appreciate it. But you know that your communication, your relationship with your teen or young adult, your family in general, is not great. It's more than the arguing. It's more than the disagreements. You guys are just not getting along, and it's tearing you up inside. And you want to change, but you don't know how to. You've tried certain things. You went to therapy and you read books, but nothing is sticking. And now you have some kind of idea of what needs to be done, but you're so afraid to take that step because you say, "Oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the resources." I'm gonna be honest, with all due respect, we have money and resources for anything that we want. If we want to go on a trip, we'll find a way. We want to go to Florida, we want to go to Disneyland, we'll find a way to get that money. We won't invest in our relationships. We won't invest in our relationships with one another. We won't invest to make our communication better, to draw us closer together as a family. When are you going to invest in an emotional, psychological, mental, and spiritual component of your life? Because if you don't, I don't care how many trips you take, I don't care how many Jordans you buy, if your communication in your home is not well, your family will not thrive. Aren't you tired of trying to barely make it? Don't you want something better? I know that you do. That's why you're watching every morning. That's why you want to share, but you want to talk. You want the help, but you don't take the step. When are you going to just take the step? Because I'm going to be right here working with you and your family to bring you guys closer back together. And not just closer back together. I want to help each individual in your particular family be cultivated so that the family can thrive. I am your personal development coach, and I want better for you and your family. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Guys, check me out Monday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you will see content through the week. From now on, I'll be busy with my family, but I will be putting up content on Saturdays and Sundays. It's going to look a little different, but it is going to be helpful. Check out my social media pages on TikTok and YouTube. Some great things are coming along. But get in this program. Take 12 weeks to change your life around, 90 days to turn everything around. I promise and I guarantee it's not going to be a waste of money or time. It's going to be such a great thing because you're going to have your family back. Guys, thank you. I love you. And I want you to have a wonderful, blessed day and weekend. And before I let you go, happy Mother's Day to all the great mothers out there, all the surrogate mothers, all the aunts that are doing double duty, all the mothers that are doing double duty. We honor you and we love you. Peace.